Hello there, my name is Jordan Leroy Hansen, also known as Vladev, and I'm here to bring out the Boros deck tech that I have for the final design around a guild. Pretty much probably this video is coming out right when Guilds of Ravnica launches, and I'll probably be drafting at Friday Night Magic or testing out my new deck that I've been tweaking with. But overall, here's how the Boros deck kind of goes. It's kind of, when you see a majority of Boros stats, they kind of go for the aggro plan. They pretty much are, a bunch of early game units, and then they use Aurora to help buff up the early game units to get it for lethal damage and such. We all seen the deck list, I think everybody's seen it. So what I try to do is try to go, in a sense, a little bit aggro based, but more, in a sense, kind of mid-rangey, with a token sub-strategy. Anyway, we put in Hunted Witness, we put in Shock for removal, we put in one Banefire just in case. We put in Sunwood Stalwart because a 2-mana 2/2 first strike with Mentor is not bad. Runaway Steam Kiln as a way for something to get the 1/1 counters if we don't cast a red spell. Plus it helps us ramp. It's more a test card than anything else. Tristoni Summer is very useful for one of our late game cards, and it's kind of our secret ace in the hole card. Because pretty much what happens is when you attack with it, you play Eds in a red. If you do, you create 1/1 red elemental creature tokens that are tapped and attacking. At the beginning of the next instep, Eds out those tokens unless you have the City's Blessing. So, technically speaking, this is beneficial because the tokens we want to make are not the elementals, but actually angels, which we'll get to. Lava Coil's removal, Lightning Strike is also removal as well. We also have the common free drops that are popular in this deck, which is Legion Warboss, Tajik, which, if I didn't want to be very sparing on my rare wild cards and such, I'd probably put a third one in here, because it's a really, really good card. Deafening Clarion as a board removal, just in case we go against someone who is faster than us. Aurora, which is pretty much going to be the standard popular card for Boros aggro. I mean, this card is ridiculously absurd. It's one of the more boring cards that came out from the expansion, but its power is nothing to sneeze at, especially when you put it on a, oh, I don't know. What's the most popular 2-drop that people like to put it on? A Knight of Grace is one thing to consider, but the more popular one is that 2-drop vampire that's always annoying to go against. I don't think I have it in my collection, though. It's the one that's kind of like a 1/1 or 2/1 that attacks with that. Actually, I'm going to actually show this off because the synergy is there. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Adontal Vanguard. This card synergizes ridiculously rare with Adontal Vanguard. I mean, you've been seeing it in the Boros aggro decks. Good card. Also, I've been testing Experimental Frenzy because it's more a sideboard card if you're going against control matchups, but I'm just testing a main board at the moment. Heroic Reinforcements helps us create more tokens and give them haste, which is really good. Lila Dawnbringer and Siege Game Commander as late game units to win. And Divine Visitation to make our early game token generators into angels, which is ridiculously absurd. Nevertheless, that's how the deck works. Let us give it a test run, shall we? Okay. There we go. We'll play 1 to 2 matches, depending on the length of the matches, and pretty much help you get inspired to play some Boros at Friday Night Magic. Because it is actually a pretty fun archetype. Okay. We are marking this hand. I mean, it's not horrible. We got a Lila, but we don't really have any mountains. Ew. Okay, this one's decent. We have a Shock, we have a Lightning Strike, and we have a Tajik. I'm going to put Experimental Frenzy on the bottom, even though one could make an argument I would need the top decking situation. We'll play a Mountain. We will pass the turn. We'll see what our opponent's playing. He's played as a Mountain as well. We'll play that. Win the turn. So he's playing red-blue counterburn. we know he has a shock, which is pretty much if there's anything to get a shock out early or a lightning strike, it's this card. We attack, shock, and no shock? Really? Okay. That caught me by surprise. He must have top decked the lightning strike because he would have probably just played on his turn. Still, gives us a turn to put in the hero of reinforcements. Probably one thing I should put in this deck is Risk Factor, since it seems like all majority of the burn decks I've been playing that card. I might put that in post this video, but it's just one of those I'm testing kind of a mid-range build. So yeah. We're just going to attack. We'll see what he does. Okay, that's actually pretty coy. That's pretty coy. It's usually rare to see someone doing the expansion. I still need to learn how to do this as well. It's just really hard to hold the control key to do the expansion trigger on this, but still, that's probably the power of that 2-mana fork. It's just doing moves like this. This card is one of the main components in one of my control decks because it's a really good card. Late game, it's awesome. Early game, you don't know how effective a cheap fork is until you play with it. Okay, so he's going to chart a course. So this is either counterburn or this is... Yeah, this is the... I'm going to cast a lot of spells and then bring out my drakes. He's probably trying to find a cheap shock, because then he'll shock me, which brings out his bird. Yeah, I've seen this deck list before. Essentially what they do is they try to spam a lot with the spells so they can bring out their Arch-like Phoenix. See? Told you. So he does the shock, which brings back the Arch-like Phoenix. We'll let it resolve. We'll say, no, your bird cannot attack us. Bye-bye, bud. Now the question is, usually when they have bursts like that, oh boy, here we go again. So I'm gonna chart a course. Makes sense. He might also just try to do the cheap op. That's a possibility. So yeah, he's going to do the cheap op. Then he's probably gonna lightning strike me, or... Yep, told you. This then brings back the bird. And then we say to the bird, nope. The bird is not the word, and you're dying. Okay. Unfortunately, we're now gonna have to deal with the bird if he has a way to bring it back. But the good news is we do have a lava coil, but ooh, that could be a problem.
Ooh, let's see what we got.
Oh boy. That was not the top deck we needed. That's
Hope we get something good.
So yeah. Now I remembered why I wanted to pre-order copies of this bugger. Okay, so he's got a radical idea to get a spell. He's probably got a radical idea again. Or a mission briefing. It was one or the other. So which then he's going to probably cast a lightning strike. That he does. We get ouch. Then we get hit by the bird. Ouch. But at least the good news is we have Lava Coil, which eliminates it from the graveyard, which means we don't have to worry about it again. Now the thing is, we gotta hope this sticks, because that's the only way to attack this Viceroy so it doesn't get to its ultimate, which when it gets to its ultimate, we are in trouble.
Just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
Still, this is one of the better designed decks. Like, pretty much all the ways to feed into the graveyard, feeding this into the graveyard. Okay. First things first, gonna see his response here. That's what I thought. And that's why, players, we do not show off this until we absolutely need it. No counterspell, no counterspell. Ooh, no counterspell. Good, we didn't got a counterspell. And the best part is, we can just sacrifice a goblin. We'll target Rao. We'll pay the mana. We'll sack a goblin. And say no to an ultimate on Rao.
Well, that was unpleasant. Time to choose. Always so exciting.
So he's probably going to try to fish for another fiery cannonade. Let's add an Iron Eyes. The more I play with it, the more I actually like mission briefing. Okay, so he takes out our only way to deal excessive damage to that. Still, pretty much our main goal is we have to now destroy that land, so hopefully we don't draw a land, because we are getting land flooded to the bazookas. Oh boy.
The search for the unknown. That's real science.
Problem is now he might have enough spells to go off again. He's got one spell. Yeah, he's got that. He's probably gonna do it again. Wait. Yeah, I wonder why that didn't work. Okay, now we're in trouble. Yeah, that doesn't solve our problem. Oy, that felt bad. Still, I do like this deck a lot. Okay, round 2 of this deck. It's greedy, but I think we keep. So yeah, this is the Severe deck that's been seen rounds. We pass the turn because we know he has a counterspell. Pick your poison. So he takes out this Jeek, which makes sense. Okay, let's let that Fred out. Let's get him to do his counterspell. Told you. The reason why I'm not burning him is because I know these decks play a copy of... They play a copy of the Doom Whisper. So... I want to save a Shock and a Lava Coil to take care of that. See? Doom Whisper. Okay. So, we shock. Then we Lava Coil. The best part is he can't spell pierce us because we have the mana. But he's gonna do some Surveil. Surveil. Actually, I got an idea. If he wants to negate this, he will negate it, but let's hope he doesn't have to negate it. Okay, that's 2 copies of Doom Whisper. There's a statistical chance he might have the third one. Of course he had the third one. Well, Doom Whisper is annoying. The good news is we could, in theory, draw into some stuff. Like a Lila would be really good now. Oh. Wait, he didn't attack? Oh, he probably thinks I have a seal blade. That's why he didn't attack. Well, we're now in trouble. He is still really worried about that. Ew. This is close. He does realize I get a life leak token out of that, right? Okay. I'm gonna create some more tokens and hope he doesn't have a ritual soon. Because he doesn't seem to have one. Okay, does he have any other responses? And I think we got this game. Whew! That was too close for comfort. But still, it's not the end just yet. We still have to wait and see if he has something. Does he have a response? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Still, it's not over just yet. Pretty much what we have to hope. GG. And that's why you should not be greedy. And that's why you should not be greedy. Whew. Okay, now that was a close game. Do we have enough time for one more? Yeah, why not? We'll play one more game, and then we're gonna call it a night. Yeah, I think it's safe to say this is a keep. We have two Sunwalk Stewards. Now what is he playing? Or she playing? Or Murpho, okay? How do we deal with Murpho? I think we'll still let one of these out. Not play the second one just yet, because usually with Merfolk decks like this, you kind of want them to sandbag just a teeny little bit. Kind of like empty their hand out on Merfolk, and then at the best moment, do your board wipe. But on the other side of the coin, okay, then a Merfolk. Now that we have the Siege King Commander, I don't exactly mind about the fish bowling in this case. Okay. I'll give you credit, opponent. We don't want them to restock their hand. We don't. And a Beast Whisperer is a quick way to do that. Beast Whisperer. Oy. Now we haven't really drawn on our Aurea yet. Aurea? Yeah, Aurea. Okay. Plan B. Okay. And that's game. Okay, I think that's enough of the Boros shenanigans. I wish I could have shown more of Oriet, but still, that's kind of the basic gist of the deck. Hope you all enjoyed the deck tech. Y'all have a lovely night now. Oh hey, Boros card, ironically enough. This is LevDev, signing out.